Balmy temperatures for this time of year. Rutgers wins the toss. Michigan receives. That high completion percentage, tops in the country. And he's going to start through the air here off a play fake. And he does toss it downfield. How about that? Right off the bat for 35.
And this is one of their better downfield passes. You know, I was ready teed up to talk about the Michigan run game. I think Rutgers was too.
On yards per completion. But his first toss, 35 yards to Bell. And a quick 2 for 2. This one of the shorter variety.
Throughout fall camp, it's a chance for a young guy to get his first start.
He has had some spot playing time over the last couple of years.
And they're going to have to get off the field.
3rd down and 3. Handoff up the middle. They're not going to get off the field. 1st down and more. Corum into the open. Diving. Touchdown. Well, there was a penalty that got thrown here in the midst of this, so bring it back.
Well, the penalty takes it away, but this left side of the offensive line, this is what we're going to see throughout the day. Their physicality and their ability to generate holes. You see him climb, you see him eat up blocks and really block out the Rutgers defense, but
that was an illegal formation penalty that obviously looms large here early. So now 3rd down and 8. Some pressure off the edge. McCarthy escapes and takes it down to the 25-yard line. Yards rushing last week in the 29-7 win over Michigan State. Edwards checks in the game. Here's his first carry. And he's in the red zone and all the way down to the 14. What did carry the football?
Don't even want to call him a backup. He's got that kind of talent. He's a former 5-star. He's got all the talent in the world. He would start Edwards.
And we hit the 12-minute mark of the first quarter. Edwards again able to slip through.
Much more quick to the run game.
Up the middle, Corum. And that Rutgers defense stands tall.
He's really sitting about 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Traditionally plays about 10, 11 yards.
Timeout. Michigan, their first of the half.
Chip Hill, really a linebacker. He's listed as a defensive back, but he plays often in the box.
3rd down and 2, up the middle, 1st and goal it will be.
If you score with your man, right, if you win the line of scrimmage, then it makes it easy on the back. You see those guys just really mauling the Rutgers defensive line down the field before he even was contacted.
They're going to run up the middle again behind those big fellas. To go. Going to get another opportunity, goes top shelf. No signal. They're going to say he's short.
Meets Blake Corum in the hole. And that's an explosive back, Blake Corum. A lot of momentum, but he met a brick wall in Tyreen Powell.
Trying again up the middle. I don't think he got there. He's short, and it will be 4th and goal. They've had 3 cracks from the 1 or 2 yard line unsuccessful, but they're trying on 4th down. Same formula, and this time Corum is in. Touchdown, Michigan. Try again.
Exactly. Keep knocking on that door until someone answers.
He did. We are informed that he vomited on his way off the field, something that happened against Penn State as well for Corum.
Key for him is to play turnover-free football.
You got an 8-0 Michigan team, a Rutgers team that started the year 3-0.
Stallion. You got to tame it sometimes and learn how to throw the underneath routes with some touch.
Well, he'll start by handing it off to Kyle Monungai, and Monungai is able to stretch forward.
It would be key to establish a run game.
Wimsatt's first throw, and it's high. Of 8 players after that incident, the Big Ten Conference doing an ongoing investigation. As Wimsatt rolls out here on 3rd down and 7. And he throws it incomplete with the 316th punt of his career. He's thinking about running it, then at the last second, an awkward punt as he got hit by R.J. Moten. But I'll tell you what looked like disaster actually turns into an okay situation. And it was Cornelius Johnson almost getting that punt block, but not to be.
In his hands, he says he's good to go, but starting this drive with number 7.
It is Edwards, and he's going to carry tacklers out to the 24.
So Roman Wilson's out. That's Andrew Anthony in the slot. He's a talented sophomore that I'm excited to see him get involved more with this offense.
1st down carry, and Roman Wilson out.
It was Michigan State last year. I think a lot of Michigan fans were excited to see him get more involved in the offense, but hasn't quite been to his full potential yet.
McCarthy is going to let one go deep, and he's got Anthony, but off his fingertips.
I think Andrew Anthony actually slowed down to the top of his route. Really a great job, but as the ball's in the air, no, I'm wrong actually. He ran right through that. JJ just missed him. You know, they're both sophomores, and going back to last together, that time they might have needed an extra work on that route because he just missed him.
Could have been a huge play. Instead, not to be, and they give it to Donovan Edwards. And
19, Minnesota was able to convert.
And they're going to stop Michigan here, the Scarlet Knights, this season. Robbins has it blocked. Rutgers is going to scoop it up and take it in.
Way up, and that's a huge play by the Rutgers punt return team.
They're good on special teams. They block a lot of kicks. Melton is one of the best in the country at blocking it. He did that. Ward scoops it, and we are tied. Oh, look at this, an onside kick. But it appears that Michigan was able to pounce on it.
About numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rutgers has 4 rushers. Michael Barrett is the personal protector. He's got to read this when there's an up and under from the rush team. You see it here. He starts all the way out there, but Michael Barrett loses his eyes and steps outside. He goes completely untouched through the hole. And I mean, on that one, that's a huge play for Rutgers.
First time in 9 seasons that they've returned a block punt for a touchdown. But because of the onside kick, Michigan with great starting field position, they're going to take a shot, but it's incomplete.
Down the field in one-on-one coverage.
4 pass attempts for McCarthy. 3 of them have been deep down the field. We talked about how he's been throwing short passes this year, not to start tonight. How about Corum? McCarthy lays a block, and Blake Corum is down the sideline. First and goal, Michigan.
On my back, the polar will lead you to the ball. That time Zach Center pulls around, stones a linebacker. Blake Corum then breaks the tackle, and how about his quarterback J.J. McCarthy getting in there and throwing out a block, able to spring him down the sideline.
Corum most in the nation, and he's replaced on this snap by Edwards. It is Edwards. Behind that offensive line, yards rushing, 102. Corum gets another opportunity up the middle. No offensive player of the week. No, they don't give it to him. It's the first man through, but hang on, flags come flying here.
Illegal substitution. Defense, 12-minute formation. Half the distance to the goal line. Still third down.
Okay. But third and goal again. Corum trying to stay on his feet. They're going to say he's short. Carrier has been tackled at the 1 in this game. Timeout.
Timeout. Rutgers, they're first of the half.
10th play inside Rutgers' 10-yard line for Michigan. Did they get in? Yes, touchdown.
From his buddy Blake Corum, the initial push right there. I mean, it looks like he almost had trouble getting the snap and then really extends.
5 of 5 on field goals in the win over Michigan State. Knocks through his second.
Nickel in secondary this year, and he's been having a great season.
Moody kicks it through the back of the end zone. Handoff, Kyle Monungai. He's able to get 2. This time Rutgers went 3 and out. This is their second drive. Their only points came off the block punt. Now a little trick play. Whips it. Downfield intended for Cruikshank. Is there a flag? No.
Secondary had very disciplined eyes. You see DJ Turner running down the field with his man at the top of your screen. There's Mike Sainer still showing up man-to-man.
Still, who, as you pointed out, was a wide receiver the last 4 years before transitioning. They're going to take another shot down that sideline, and it's caught.
Came off on the offense. He has to go out for 1 play. Result of the play is a first down.
And here's where you can see why they're so excited about Gavin Wimsatt. He's got all the talent in the world. That's a great job of throwing it top shelf for his tall receiver. Sean Ryan, 6'2", 200, and goes up and high points the ball.
Went to Temple in West Virginia, and now playing for the Scarlet Knights in his final season.
Timeout Rutgers. They're second of the half.
In Rutgers history. And his team down 14-7 here. And another nice pass play. Aaron Cruikshank.
Here, second window throw. He flashes the run and then waits for the route to develop there by Cruikshank to get into that.
And that's going to wind us down to the end of the opening quarter. crowd. That's why Rutgers is wearing the American flag helmets like they did last year on Military Appreciation Night. Wimsatt checks it down to Cruikshank, and Cruikshank is shoved out of bounds. Trying to teach the young redshirt freshman about that skill set as he takes the snap here, and he's going to run it. No, that is not him. And he had 11 carries, so all 12 plays he's been in this year, he's run the football. Wimsatt going for Ryan, but from 32 yards, it is up and good. Henning from the 5-yard line. And A.J. Henning, who has sensational speed. A flag comes in here.
During the return, holding, return team, number 31. 10-yard penalty, Michigan football. First down and 10.
Let's drive inside the 15-yard line. J.J. McCarthy fakes the handoff to Edwards, and he's hit as he lets it fly. And then also being hit is Ronnie Bell.
Yeah, I mean, the hit affected the throw, but that was a very dangerous throw, really, between two guys. He's lucky Izzy didn't get his eyes around, because he would have had a chance to pick that one off.
Underneath, caught. Out across the 20 to the 25 for the first down.
Really love this play. Luke Schoonmaker's there attached to the right side of the offensive line. He starts like he's in pass pro, and then look at the Rutgers defense vacate as Michigan's running all out.
And second on the team in catches and yards behind Ronnie Bell. I'm up here with another very talented former Michigan tight end, Jake Butt. Handoff. And Donovan Edwards about it right away. Second down and 8. McCarthy with a short drop, a clean pocket, incomplete though.
Christian Rutgers is going to have to account for him on the ground as well as through the air.
McCarthy this time is going to try to throw it. It's batted down.
And he was double covered once again. But they say if you're a defensive lineman and you don't think you're going to be able to get to the rusher, get your hands up.
Robbins had the punt blocked earlier that led to Rutgers' touchdown. And now we're going to get flags flying, and this appears to be on the Wolverines.
All start. Offense, number 45. 5-yard penalty. Fourth down.
Robbins, fourth-year starting punter. This time he gets it away cleanly. And Cruikshank down on the Michigan sideline.
Michigan's bent. They're first of the half. There's no penalty. Timeout on the field.
Has won 7 of the 8. Rutgers won the first meeting back in 2014. They've lost the last 7. But they're hanging tough here, although Aaron Young Wimsatt out of the gun, fakes the handoff to Young. Rolls, fires high, incomplete. Wimsatt, pocket collapses. Down he goes.
It's really interesting talking to defensive coordinator Jesse Minter. He was experienced last year. This isn't his first year getting significant snaps, but last year with Aiden Hutchinson and David Ojabo, and the skill showed up.
So now, after a 9-yard loss, a punt and a fair catch by A.J. Henning. And
State hung around, but physically, this is the first time this Michigan offense has dealt with the defense that is delivering as many blows as it's taking.
They'll try to get their footing here, but that run. Second down and 9 now for McCarthy. Quick throw, and that is Colston Loveland.
Here's your young tight end, talented freshman, and in motion, there comes Max Bedison, the sophomore.
Handoff, Corum, and he picks up the first down.
Heavy personnel, 3 tight ends. Once again, Schoonmaker is not in the field, on the field.
Edwards behind those blockers on the left side, and he got hit hard.
Sometimes the tight ends are going to take you to the ball. You see 3 tight ends there down to the left. They're all blocking down in the gap, and then Michigan loves to pull their offensive linemen around against the...
Now you see Bredesen motion back near McCarthy, and he's going to be the lead blocker for Edwards, and Edwards is hit by Christian Izien. On 1st and 10, they're going to hand it off to A.J. Henning in the run game, and the receiver. Play clock down inside 5. J.J. McCarthy over the middle, and it is caught. Short gain for Cornelius Johnson.
Number 18, Colston Loveland.
He goes in motion. It's Corum. Corum won't get there. Last week, this from 50. And the wind made it knuckle, and he just missed it at the end of this play, so you have another opportunity to do that. But first, Wimsatt throws, and it's incomplete. Second down and 10 here for the Scarlet Knights. Inside of 5 minutes left in the half, trying to set up a screen. And it is caught by 57 yards of offense, but here they are down by 4. Wimsatt throws, and they're able to complete it. Chris Long breaks free. Foot race. Moore is going to get to him from behind. 8.
It really started with the protection there. Michigan's bringing 5 and adding a 6 late. The offensive line does a great job. No one's in Wimsatt's face. He then is allowed to throw an accurate pass to Chris Long.
It's on the season, and he just had a 48-yard grab there to put him in the red zone. Now Cruikshank, who's kind of a do-it-all gadget guy receiver. The college football playoff and the rankings this week being released. Throw to the end zone, incomplete. Third down and 10 here. Wimsatt steps up, fires to the sideline. It's caught. He's going to be short.
It counts just because you got it on the table.
They will snap it at 5. Wimsatt got it. First down. Cruikshank.
See him there, he kind of delays a little bit. Mike Sainer still has him man-to-man, but he gets caught up, actually runs it.
First and goal, Wimsatt lost it for the end zone. It's caught. Sean Ryan.
Pass interference. Defense. Technology fly. Result of the play is a touchdown.
Sean Ryan, 6'2", 200. DJ Turner, 6 foot 180. So Sean Ryan's got 2 inches and 20 pounds on him. That's a number. That's the 4th, 5th time they've thrown him a fade downfield, and he's been great with using his size and using his body.
His 2 touchdowns came on 4th down. Rutgers converted a huge short kick, and out across the 30. McCarthy, 5 of 10 passing it, 66 yards. He's going to the air, and it's incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense number 71. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot includes an automatic first down.
And started his career briefly at Michigan before transferring to Rutgers.
Yep, really 2 guys, but
Edwards, and he's across midfield. Edwards already with 11 carries, but this time McCarthy trying to go to the air, but he's taken down. A big-time sack. It's a 3rd down and 15. Underneath to Edwards. Edwards, a lot of work to do. Is he going to get there? He got close. He's going to be short by a couple of yards.
He's wind down.
I'm really confused. If you were going to use one of those timeouts, why not use it right away?
Timeout. Rutgers. Their third and
Rutgers
final
takes the timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
They're all one-on-one coverage across the board.
Rutgers rushes 4, and the pass is caught. Big first down for Moody. And McCarthy is just going to tuck it and then get hit hard.
JJ tried to deliver the blow here a little bit. Oh, no, he turned away a bit. It's close.
2nd and 6. McCarthy working the sideline. Caught. Going to have to use the timeout. Schoonmaker. Rutgers will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. Keep that in mind. McCarthy down the sideline. Wow. Did he get a foot in? Ronnie Bell went up to high point it. And they're going to say incomplete. Who missed from 50 earlier. Here was the Bell attempt.
Wow. Ronnie Bell went up top. Doesn't count, but heck of a throw, heck of a catch.
And this time, he missed wide left. Consecutive games to ranked opponents. They haven't beaten a ranked opponent since 2009. Now, there's a lot of football to play. Gavin Wimsatt back out to pilot this offense. Low throw scooped off the turf by Cruikshank. After a loss of 1 on first down here, 2nd and 11. They're going to pitch it on the inside, but Michigan is ready for it. 3rd down and 10. Michigan rushes 4. Wimsatt caught, long room to go though for Jones, but he gets there.
Holding. Offense, number 77. 10-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Get off the field and yeah, that's holding, but you move the chains. Your sidelines excited.
They need to get to the 35. To the outside, Cruikshank at least getting some of the yardage back. Career punt. Senior from Melbourne, Australia. Oh, wait. And now he punts it. Had to do a little ole. But he eventually boots it. Now here comes a flag after this settles down around the 29.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team number 6. 15-yard penalty with added to the special pile of foul. 1st down and 10, Michigan.
Edwards finished with 10 carries. 1st and 10. It won't be Corum. It'll be a throw to the outside, a low throw. Johnson picks it off the ground. Oh, he looked like he caught that.
His knee was down as he caught it. Yeah, he went down to get it and his knee touched. Back in the game, they took Corum out, and he's a great receiver. They're motioning him out to receiver position down at the bottom of your screen.
Rutgers rushes 4. McCarthy, they go for him. There is Edwards. It's up 26 there.
That's great. I mean, he's just kind of running down the sideline in between the corner. The safety can't.
59 yards on the ground, 38 through the air for Edwards. McCarthy over the middle, caught, dropped. Schoonmaker had it, but it was jarred free.
This is a great shot by J.J. McCarthy down the field. He's got his big tight end. He puts it up top. And Schoonmaker had his hands on it. But Tyrene Powell ran down the field with him.
Finally, New Jersey, who Greg Schiano says is going to be a stud here. You're starting to see signs of it. Corum.
Throughout this game, he's taken a couple shots.
Let's see where he goes. Working the chains, caught right at the marker. But we've seen both Walker and Morris be targeted tonight. And here it's Andrell Anthony, the wide receiver. This time McCarthy from under center will give a tote to Corum.
No one in the middle of the field there. Look between the hashes. There's no safety help.
Instead, he goes left side, and it's caught. No signal, yes. Touchdown, Donovan Edwards.
So football is a game of matchups, and they think Donovan Edwards as a running back. Him matched up on a safety. You see 4 there, Igbinosun. Donovan Edwards matched up on a safety or a linebacker is one of their best matchups that this Michigan offense has. It's a heck of a job by Edwards coming back for the ball, contested catch. That's uncharacteristic for a running back. And yes, that is a catch.
Donovan Edwards, who was the 3rd-ranked running back in the 2021 class, 5-star from West Bloomfield, Michigan, local kid. Moody for the extra point, and Michigan leads 21-17.
That game, they have been outstanding and have won the majority of the games.
And they'll start this drive on the ground, and a great play by Junior Colson. Round game, they only had 48 rushing yards last week. This time, pass is intercepted. Michael Barrett picked it, and Michael Barrett takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So there's Michael Barrett. He's lining up like he's going to blitz, and he's dropping right to that curl zone, and they're running a curl route. Wimsatt just doesn't see him and throws the ball, and it's where some of the youth is. Just because they're up on the line, you tell you what, for Coach Mincher, the defensive coordinator, he's happy to see a turnover. That was a point of emphasis for this Michigan defense.
Yeah, they haven't gotten a lot of takeaways this year. Now Corum up the middle with a full head of steam. Possession, trying to make it 4 for 4. Handing it off out of the I formation. Second effort. Corum is in. Touchdown, Michigan.
line. The result of the play is a touchdown.
And see if he stays up. Yep. Can't see that right elbow. That's the only question. Was that down? There's not enough, I don't think, to overturn that.
To throw a screen.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands as called. Touchdown.
And Moody adds the extra point. Michigan a perfect 4 for 4 in the red zone tonight. Something. Wimpson hit as he throws, and another interception. And guess who? It's Barrett again. And this time, Barrett takes it in for the score.
And that was on him. Here's Barrett once again in that left linebacker position. This one, to me, I thought it hit Cruikshank right in the hands. Maybe not the easiest catch, but you certainly want to come down with that. And Barrett's like, sure, why not? I'll take another one.
3 touchdowns in a minute and 42 seconds.
And a big part of that, too, Nikhai Hill-Green was expected to be the starter, and with his
The number of plays he probably feels comfortable calling drops by 30-40%. You know Michigan knows that, so we're going to see
and that play shrinks a lot when you can't establish the run.
Not a single rush yard tonight. That ball is high and incomplete. 2 games to enroll early. Now getting a chance as a starter in his second season. He's going to loft this in the air, and Cruikshank is going to pull it in. Or did Sanders still pick it off? No, they'll say it's a catch.
Able to connect. This is just a battle down the sideline. Cruikshank and Sanders still.
First down in the third quarter. They'll try to get something going on the ground, and that's their best run of the night.
Eventually come.
Wimpson escapes and nowhere to go.
Concepts. Everything is going to the left for Rutgers. And as Wimpson steps up in the pocket, he scrambles to the right. You got to know where your routes are.
And because of that loss of 5, it's 3rd and 7. Michigan gets pressure. He's in trouble. And down goes Gavin Wimpson.
Morris, Taylor Upshaw. You got Mozzie Smith rushing in there. You got Yabi Oki. And it's just a slow death.
And Corsack, he almost got that blocked. Had to be careful there. And it checks up nicely around the 8. It really changed here in the third quarter. McCarthy back near his own goal line. Beautiful ball, but it's dropped by Ronnie Bell. He had it.
Throw by J.J. McCarthy. Puts it right on Ronnie Bell, his veteran guy. Gets the ball on his body, too, where it's tougher for a defender to poke it out, but...
And now on a 2nd and 10, it's going to be Corum. And Corum is hit and dropped behind him there.
Well, we talk about targeting. Lower in the head a bit.
Just got the snap off barely. And the throw, and not able to handle it. Cornelius Johnson back in the end zone. And Robbins sends it deep. Fair catch, Aaron Cruikshank. Jim Mentor says Michael Barrett's been a rock star for us. He's certainly been a rock star tonight. A game he'll never forget. And here that defense goes.
The offense, when you can't run the ball, that does a lot for Michigan's defense.
And another interception. This time it's the freshman Will Johnson. The 5-star stud still on his feet. And down to the 31-yard line.
Throughout the day, this ball just, it's late, it's a little high, it doesn't have enough pace on it. Really wasn't the right read. There was nothing there at all, and Will Johnson is licking his chops seeing that ball coming. Not
playing. And now he gets the interception. Blake Corum, flag comes in. Corum down the sideline, leaping over. He's short, but we have to check the flag back at the line of scrimmage.
Offside. Defense number 51. Penalties decline. The result of the play is a first down.
So watch this, Brandon. Okay, we talk about the offensive line. There's the offsides, and then Corum gets this. And as he's coming up through the hole, look at that ref right in the middle of your screen. Doink. He gets essentially a block on Christian Izzian, and that's a big reason Corum was able to spring it free down the sideline. The ref
echoing through SHI Stadium. Edwards hit in the backfield. Left in the third quarter. On 2nd and goal, McCarthy looking end zone. Touchdown, Cornelius Johnson with a little dance to boot.
Important of your ability to navigate the throw and change the trajectory. See that over one guy, right in pace for Cornelius Johnson. Oh, nice route by Cornelius Johnson too. Kind of basketball crossover right there.
5 drives, 5 touchdowns. Just what Jim Harbaugh was hoping for. Moody sends it away. Another touchback.
Many different guys have showed up in the sack stat.
And the defense this quarter for Michigan, 3 interceptions and 2 sacks.
It's in the playoff, and you know the one thing we don't know. The one thing we know is that we don't know.
2nd down and 6 as we start the 4th quarter. That went game at the end of the season, no question. Wimsatt thrown 3 interceptions.
To be the fact that Michigan and Ohio State will both be undefeated when they play each other in November. Michigan's got Illinois still. Illinois lost today. It's a good roster, good football team. Ohio State has Maryland.
Illegal formation, kicking team, 5 players in the backfield, 5-yard penalty. Correction, Michigan has decided to add the 5-yard penalty to the end of the kick. 1st down and 10.
Last year, it's looming to be huge again this season. There's Edwards.
But we called for it to see JJ take some more shots down the field, and he's done that. And some of them he's connected on, some of them he's just barely missed.
Edwards with a short gain, 20 rushing touchdowns.
He's knocking on the door.
On 3rd and 8, JJ McCarthy caught, work to do, stretching it out, Ronnie Bell. And they're going to say he got there. 1st down, Michigan.
Columbus. If Michigan can come out with a win and he comes out with a really, really big game, that's going to be a huge case for the Heisman voters.
He stays on the sideline. Edwards breaks free. Donovan Edwards almost took it to the house.
So look at the left guard right here. They're going to pull him around. That's Giovanni El Hadi. He's going to pull around and meet that Rutgers end lineman. Boom. And then up through the hole is number 82, Max Pedersen. So you got essentially 2 polar. This Michigan run game just wears on you throughout the game. They just wait. Eventually they feel they're going to break out.
Edwards takes it down to the 10. So Edwards hits the play selection, 41 runs, 23 passes. Pump fake and then way through the back of the end zone. My goodness.
Complete his case for, yeah, well, you know, that to me looks like it might have been a pass interference.
And then 3rd down and 6. McCarthy pressure, lets it go. Incomplete. Bell almost had it.
Talented. He still feels he can make that throw anyways, but that will affect your throwing lane. That'll affect your throwing motion. You see, Ronnie had a little bit of separation down there in the red zone. That's the kind of separation you want.
29-yarder missed 2 from 50 earlier. Confidence builder there for Jake Moody.
Is that a more of a favorable matchup? I'd say so. Rankings matter.
Cruikshank brought down shy of the 25 to get the discount. So Rutgers led by 3.5, but they haven't scored since. And
drive, starting left guard Trevor Keegan came off the field, went into the medical tent, came out, still was limping significantly. I know Jake Love's one of the guys that fills in for Keegan and Giovanni El Hadi, but remember, starting left tackle Ryan Hayes is also out tonight.
They also still have Trente Jones battling an ankle injury, who helps out at right tackle. And now Rutgers going back to the air. And that pass complete out to the 30 to Sean Ryan. He has set Rutgers single-season net punting records in 4 straight years, and he's trying to do it again. Well, this time he punts it out of bounds. And J.J. McCarthy is going to turn around and hand it off. First
down, ball security is priority, and these are invaluable reps for him as they come down the season.
There's a throw to another talented freshman. Pressure coming from Rutgers, all sides, and McCarthy throws it away in the 7th year. Crookshank fair catch at the 6. On the ground. At
Different points throughout the season.
Wimsett rolling back into the end zone. And he's just really got nowhere to go. Third overall defense and yards given up and scoring. Wimsett from the goal line is going to launch it deep but out of bounds.
Yeah, there was in the first half, but you know, at this point everything's exponential. It's all about growth.
And Henning is tracked down at the 40s. The amount of money that he takes in on the salary last year, go to the college football playoff, gets a 5-year extension through 2026. And his ball club struggled for
one everywhere he's been, and you see the program we just talked about it a minute ago, just taking that next step forward.
Davis Warren going to tuck it and run and step out of bounds.
Here at both levels.
Went to 3 NFC title games in 4 years with the 49ers. Of course, lost to his brother John in the 2012 season, the Super Bowl. There's Dunlap. Rolling out, Davis Warren. And once again, he's going to run it.
Programs in the NFL last year, and he's able to replenish it with more great coordinators. That's the sign of a very healthy program and a talented head coach.
Still easy. How weird would it be to see Alabama with 2 losses after the first weekend in November? Tailback behind him is the freshman Stokes. It will be Stokes who bobbled it, got it back, and then takes it all the way inside the 10. And he's
heavy personnel. They had an extra tackle in there, and well, 2 guys that don't get too many game reps together in terms of the exchange, but Stokes was able.
He goes off. Dunlap is in. Dunlap gets the carry, and Dunlap down inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal.
At the fullback position.
Now for bonus points, what year was that? Well, his son gets the carry. That pile's going to push him forward and in for the touchdown.
Physicality. Meets a brick wall there at the 3, but keeps the legs churning.
After the extra point. I don't want to interrupt Jake Reedy. Michigan has 4 rushing touchdowns. Rutgers has 5 rushing yards. That kind of sums up the story in this one. Rochelle brought down around the 20.
It would have been great. Didn't get it done.
And Illinois, I mentioned that they still have to play Purdue. They obviously still have to play Michigan as well. They've dealt with injuries this season at that position. This is going to be the first carry for Parker Day. Another carry
with Michigan in terms of what they do defensively versus Michigan's run game. But those conversations are donezo.
Yeah, after the loss today.
Some of the throws down the sideline, the go routes that showed.
One final knee, and Michigan pitches a 38-0 second half shutout to win it going away 52-17. Two guys that have known each other since their days in the NFL. They faced each other back in 2013 when San Francisco defeated Tampa Bay, and Jim Harbaugh got the win there, and he now improves to 4-0 against Greg Schiano.